Hi guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would show you what is on my iPad. This is specifically for Paramedic Science. I don't use it for anything else really. So yeah, I thought I'd show you what sort of apps I'm using. So yeah, let's get on with the video. So first of all, I've just got a default background on it which Apple provide you with. I don't know, I just like this one, so I've gone with it. I've kind of sectioned it off, so on the first page is kind of like daily stuff. This is going to be a pain in the bum, innit? I think we're going to do this a little bit differently and have the camera on the iPad rather than on me because the camera isn't focusing. Do not get a Canon 1200D for filming. They're useless. It's fabulous for photos, but anything else, no. Right. It's just not even the right colour. Like, what is going on? I give up, I'm filming on my iPod. Right, I probably sound a lot different, the audio will probably sound different because I'm now filming on my iPod, not my camera. So, what is on my iPad? So this front page isn't really Paramedic Science related, so I'm going to go through it really fast. I've got a random folder with all the stuff you just do not need really. And then I've got calendar, photos I don't use, camera I don't use, clock, notes is synced up to my phone I think, so settings. Then I've got FIFA. I don't really play this anymore. I used to be obsessed with it, especially during exam season, the worst time to be obsessed with it, but you know. Then I've got All 4 and UK TV Play because I watch a lot of 999 programmes on those. ITV Hub and then Sonic 1, it's like an old-fashioned Sonic game, but yeah. At the bottom I've got the App Store, Safari, Mail and YouTube. YouTube I am using more for Paramedic Science on here. There's loads of paramedic scenarios. I probably sound really out of breath because it's taken me so much blooming effort to set this camera up. And the App Store, I actually use quite a bit because I'm always finding new apps to use, so it's always Safari I always use. So we go on to the next page, we've got this education folder which has Duolingo in it, Quizlet, Focus Keeper and Gojimo. Duolingo, Quizlet and Gojimo were all really good through GCSE and A-level. Duolingo, I didn't do a language but I was trying to learn French, but I just decided languages just isn't for me. Focus Keeper is really good. It times you, it tells you when to take breaks and stuff, tells you when you've reached your goals and whatever, and it's really good and keeps me on track. The next one I've got, this is my favourite app of all time. It's called Essential Skeleton, and it just shows you, you've probably seen this on so many videos where I've talked about it. It shows you like the skeleton, you can click on body parts or the bones and it tells you what they are and all that. It's really good. Then I've got an anatomy quiz. Basically this is my anatomy and physiology page, I should have mentioned that. I've got anatomy quiz, essential atlas, anatomy trivia. Is this not charging? I don't know. I've got lectures. I believe, if I remember rightly, that's got videos and like audio on it to do with lectures. Which I think if it's the right app, it's really good. I've got visual anatomy. It's kind of the same as essential skeleton. Anatomist, quiz anatomy, clinical anatomy, anatomy and physiology, and then the Mersey. Is it the Burn scale? Oh, hello in my reflection. I can't think what this app's actually called. I think it's the Mersey Burn scale. It would help. Oh, there we go, Mersey Burns. So basically, if it would let me zoom out, but it won't. Oh, it's because it's the wrong way. So you basically can colour in, if it's going to let me. Nope. Why isn't it letting me? I don't know why it's not letting me. You basically colour it in and it tells you the percentage of the burn of the body and what treatment to get. This is like my random page at the moment. So I've got Staying Alive. I think that's kind of like a scenario based one, and Relive is the same. iResus is really good. It gives you basic explanations of cardiac arrest sequences and all that. Got EMT, although it's EMT, so it's more American based. It gives some really good questions to, like, you know, give multiple choice answer to, and yeah, it's really good. We've got the TRC Pharmacology app. I've not actually used that yet. I don't know what that is. Histology and Pharmacology. I haven't used that yet. ALSI, I believe that is a scenario app again, maybe. I haven't used all these apps yet because I'm not studying paramedic science yet. Then I've got the mental health app from the NHS, and this has breathing exercises in it, so I thought I'd give it a go, and they're really good actually. Then I've got, this isn't actually an app, it's a shortcut to a website. It's what's the website called? FutureLearn. So an online course I'm doing at the moment that links to that. Touch surgery, obviously I'm not going to be doing surgery as a paramedic, but it's just an interesting app. Then I've got a GCSE biology app. I thought instead of going to A-level biology for revision, I'd go back to the basics of GCSE and go from there really. Yeah, my knowledge isn't perfect, so why not go back to GCSE even if I am I've done A-level, you know. Then these are kind of naff, like really cheaply made rubbish apps, but they're good. Like, I don't know how to explain them. So I've got human body and A&P, so anatomy and physiology. I haven't really used them much, but when I have, they've been good. And the same with this folder. They're like cheaply made. The animations in them aren't great, but they're a good app. So bones and muscles and brains and nerves. Then similar to the EMT up here, I've got a paramedic one. Again, I think it's American, but you know. Then I've got a games folder. We've got resuscitation, surgeon and clinical sense. Resuscitation has been my favourite fit. I've been playing it for years. You get given a patient and you have to treat them and then give a diagnosis. And then there's surgeon. I've completed the free trial on that, so I might as well delete it. It wasn't great. There was a Nintendo DS game a few years ago and it's like basically a rip-off of that. And then there's Clinical Sense, another scenario-based game, basically. Then there's Figure 1, which basically gives you, like, medical images to look at, I guess. Lecturio is medical videos. Then you've got the nice guidelines and guidance. And then Child Health. There was loads of these apps, but all for the same... They're all the same app, but for different hospitals. So I picked a random one. I don't know which one I got, but they're all the same anyway. And yeah, I thought I'd look into Child Health a bit more. Then on the final page, I've got Geeky Medics. They have an amazing YouTube channel, and they brought out an app about 2 years ago. I've only got the free version. I don't know if to pay for it because all the videos pretty much that they upload onto there, they're on their YouTube channel anyway, I think. But it's brilliant, really recommend their videos. Then I've got I never know if it's OSC or OSCEs, I don't know. So basically I've got 2 apps to help me with those. And then Solo Learn is similar to Future Learn. It's an online course thing, I think. No, I've got that completely wrong, ignore me. That is a computer science app because I wanted to learn how to program and stuff, so I've started that. And then because I like notes on the Apple products, but I downloaded Notepad Plus, so I was able to doodle and do a bit more with my notes when I'm at uni. So yeah, I didn't want to go into too much detail because that would take me hours. So if you want to know about a specific app, let me know in the comments below, and then I can obviously let you know, or you can download the app, I don't know. So yeah, that is what is on my iPad. Yeah, I had a few technical difficulties, but you know, yeah, let me know if there's any apps that you want to know more about. I could even make a separate video on them or talk about them in the comments. Yeah, that iPad is specifically for paramedic science and university based stuff, which is why there is no social media on there apart from I guess YouTube, but I have been watching paramedic scenarios on them.